Hello students, in last lecture we have seen about the mechanism of organic evolution, mutation, gene recombination, gene flow, genetic drift, natural selection, isolation and speciation. These are the mechanisms of organic evolution. The remaining mechanism of organic evolution are isolation and speciation. So today I am going to explain about the isolation and speciation. So firstly, listen about the isolation. Isolation is separation of single interbreeding population into smaller subunits, or separation of single population into several subunits called as isolation. No interbreeding between isolated population take place. एखाद्या समूहाचे दोन किंवा दोनापेक्षा जास्त समूहात ज्या वेळेस विभागणी होते त्याला आयसोलेशन म्हटलं जातं आणि या दोन सेपरेट झालेल्या समूहांमध्ये इंटरब्रीडिंग होत नसतं. सो आयसोलेशन रेस्ट्रिक्ट द इंटरब्रीडिंग, हेन्स restrict gene flow between separated population. There are two types of isolation: geographical isolation and reproductive isolation. So due to geographical barriers, isolation leads into evolution, and reproductive isolation is also leads into evolution. Isolation restrict the interbreeding between separated group, hence it restrict gene flow between separated population due to geographical barriers. This part is already explained earlier in detail in the chapter. So now the next mechanism of isolation is the next mechanism of organic evolution is speciation. The subunits of single intervening population due to geographical barriers like rivers, ocean, mountain, desert, sea, etc. becomes isolated in such a way that their interbreeding is prevented. The subunits of single interbreeding population due to geographical barriers isolated in such a way that there is interbreeding is prevented. This will finally leads to origin of new species. So that is formation of new species is speciation. Favorable variation are transmitted from generation to generation, and successive generation become better adapted to environment. Gradually this adaptation with few new modifications become fixed in life cycle, and finally giving rise to the new species, that is isolation. प्रत्येक जनरेशनमध्ये सजीवांच्या फेवरेबल व्हॅरिएशन वातावरणानुसार ते ॲडॅप्ट करत असतात, अँड दिस फेवरेबल व्हॅरिएशन आर ट्रान्समिटेड टू नेक्स्ट जनरेशन. दस इन सक्सेसिव्ह जनरेशन बिकम बेटर ॲडॅप्टेड. अशा पद्धतीने पुढच्या जनरेशनमध्ये ते अनुकूल बदल ट्रान्सफर होतात, पुन्हा त्या जनरेशनमध्ये वातावरणानुसार नवीन बदल तयार होतात. ग्रॅज्युअली these adaptations with few new modifications are accumulated in life cycle and finally give rise to the new species. That is about the speciation. Then the next topic of this chapter is Hardy-Weinberg principle. Hardy-Weinberg principle, it is also called as Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium law. हार्डी-वेनबर्ग प्रिन्सिपललाच हार्डी-वेनबर्ग इक्विलिब्रियम लॉ असं म्हटलं जातं. This principle states that gene frequency remains same from generation to generation unless disturbed by factors like mutation, non-random mating, genetic drift, etc. जीन फ्रिक्वेन्सी जनरेशन टू जनरेशन पिढ्यानपिढ्या सारखी राहते, स्थिर राहते. जरी जीन फ्रिक्वेन्सी ही डिस्टर्ब होत असेल, जीन फ्रिक्वेन्सी remains same from generation to generation unless disturbed by factor like mutation, non-random mating and genetic drift. काही समूहाची, एखाद्या समूहाची जीन फ्रिक्वेन्सी ही पिढ्यानपिढ्या सारखी राहते, जरी त्या ठिकाणी अनलेस डिस्टर्ब बाय फॅक्टर्स म्युटेशन, नॉन रँडम मेटिंग आणि जेनेटिक ड्रिफ्ट या फॅक्टर्सचा जरी परिणाम होत असेल तरी जीन फ्रिक्वेन्सी सारखी राहते. दिस लॉ स्टेट दॅट बोथ दी जीन frequency and genotype frequency remain constant from generation to generation. It occurs only in diploid sexually reproducing large pre-interbreeding population in which mating is random, no selection or not other factors are present for changing the gene frequency. For example, take example of two alleles of single locus, that is capital A and small a. The frequency of these alleles are P and Q, small p and small q respectively. The allele frequency for any locus is always 1, that is small p plus small q equal to 1. The genotypic frequency of both alleles are represented by p plus q bracket square equal to 1. The binomial expansion of this is p square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1. That is capital A equal to p square and small a equal to q square and 2 into capital A into small a equal to 2pq. Hence p square small p square plus 2 small pq plus small q square equal to 1. This binomial expansion of p plus q bracket square, this is binomial expansion. The same can be explained by Punnett square as shown in figure, as shown in chart. The factors like gene migration, that means gene flow, genetic drift, mutation, genetic recombination, natural selection, non-random mating affected or change the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. If these factors do not occur in population, then the population is genetically stable and non-evolving population. That is about the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. I am going to repeat the same about the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. It is known as Hardy-Weinberg principle or Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. This principle states that gene frequency remains same for generation to generation unless disturbed by factors like mutation, non-random mating, genetic drift, etc. This can be explained by giving example. Take example of two alleles, that is capital A and small a. The frequency of these alleles are small p and q, and the binomial expansion of this is p square plus twice pq plus q square equal to 1, and that is given, or it can be explained by the Punnett square as shown in chart. That is about the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. The next topic is the adaptive radiation. Adaptive radiation, is defined as the process of evolution which result in transformation of original species to many different varieties is called as adaptive radiation. Adaptive radiation is a process of evolution which result in transformation of original species to many different varieties is known as adaptive radiation. Adaptive radiation ही इव्होल्युशनची एक प्रोसेस ज्यामध्ये ओरिजिनल मूळ प्रजाती प्राण्यांची त्या प्रजातीचं वेगवेगळ्या भिन्न प्रजातींमध्ये ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन होतं, त्याला अडॅप्टिव्ह रॅडिएशन असं म्हटलं जातं. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया kangaroo is most known marsupial mammals. There are many other marsupial mammals who evolved from the common ancestor. ऑस्ट्रेलियामध्ये कांगारू हा मार्सुपियल मॅमल्स सगळ्यांनाच वेल नोन आहे, परंतु तिथे आणखी ऑस्ट्रेलियामध्ये इतरही मार्सुपियल मॅमल्स आढळून येतात आणि ते सर्व ऑल आर इव्हॉल्व फ्रॉम दी कॉमन ॲन्सेस्टर. म्हणजेच कांगारू आणि इतर मार्सुपियल मॅमल्स हे सर्व एकाच ॲन्सेस्टरपासून इव्हॉल्व झालेले आहेत, उगम झालेला आहे. देन नेक्स्ट एक्झाम्पल, डार्विन्स फिंचेस. डार्विन्स फिंचेस is one of the best example to explain the adaptive radiation. Darwin's finches is other best example of adaptive radiation. During his voyage on Galapagos Island, Charles Darwin also noticed a variety of finches and he observed variety of small birds. These birds are called Darwin finches. Darwin concluded that the American mainland species of birds was the original one, from which they migrated to different islands, and all these insectivorous varieties of different islands evolved from the common vegetarian ancestor which is native from America. डार्विन्सने दुसरं जे एक्झाम्पल सांगितलं त्यामध्ये डार्विन्सने त्याच्या गॅलापॅगस आयलँडवरून प्रवास करताना त्याच्या असं लक्षात आलं की त्याला वेगवेगळे पक्ष्यांच्या प्रजाती आढळल्यात. ही ऑब्झर्व्ड व्हरायटी ऑफ स्मॉल बर्ड्स आणि त्याने डार्विन्स फिंचेस असं त्याच्या थेअरीमध्ये नाव दिलं. बाय observing Darwin's finches, Darwin concluded that American mainland species of birds was the original one. डार्विन असं सांगतो की अमेरिकेत यांचे डार्विन्स फिंचेस गॅलापॅगस आयलँड्सवर वेगवेगळ्या आयलँड्सवर आढळलेले वेगवेगळे जे प्रजाती होत्या पक्ष्यांच्या त्यांचं मूळ उगमस्थान हे अमेरिकेतील फिंच पक्षी आहे असं तो सांगतो. आणि त्यापासून तिथून अमेरिकेतून हा डार्विन्स फिंचेस मायग्रेट झाले वेगवेगळ्या आयलँड्सवर अँड त्यांचं दे आर ट्रान्सफॉर्म इन टू दी इन्सेक्टिव्हरस व्हरायटी व्हाईल दी अमेरिकन डार्विन्स फिंच वॉज दी व्हेजिटेरियन ancestor, and from this vegetarian ancestor they migrated toward the different islands, different Galapagos Islands, and they are transformed into different insectivorous varieties or evolve into different insectivorous variety on different islands. So all these Darwin's finches which are observed by the Darwin on Galapagos Islands were evolved from the main American mainland species of birds, which was original one, that is about the adaptive radiation. The remaining topic we will see in next lecture.